Hey guys, this is Hairball G here
And me.
here with City Resurrection, and we're here on a custom map due to
Whoa.
come out soon. Um,
Oh man.
we've been working on this for quite a bit. I think it's turning out pretty nicely. So let me just zoom up here and get a
Is,
aerial view of this.
is this the smithing area? Because out of curiosity, I just went down the big lava chimney thing,
Uh huh.
and I ended up behind a cage.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it just
I'll explain that in a bit. That's the what do you call it?
a feature?
Yeah, yes, that is a feature of the map. So as you can see, it looks pretty towny. This is a desert themed town-ish map. So we can see there's a big building there, right over there. That's the town hall, and so yeah, there's a whole bunch of buildings, and that's the greenhouse, that dome-looking thing. But basically, how this map works is you spawn in and you survive against hordes of zombies. Now, me and City have played a lot of these maps where you hack and slash at zombies, yada yada. But this one works a little bit differently in that you don't get to choose when when the waves start. They start and stop on their own, and it's like the map is huge. Well, compared to other hack and slash maps. So
Oh yeah, they're usually fairly basic. Like you're in a
yeah, you're in
square.
a dome-ish and you fight stuff. So for anyone who's played, say, just like any zombie game outside of Minecraft, obviously, it's like Call of Duty zombies, Left 4 Dead. Well, not Left 4 Dead. Namely Call of Duty zombies, where you go into this fairly big map and you fight zombies and you get monies, you buy weapons, and then you can unlock new rooms and get better gear. So that's what this is.
Yeah, I think the game mode translates pretty decently in Minecraft.
Yeah, it definitely works. So you spawn in here, you kill zombies, and then as you can see there are these red boxes. This is where you put in items to open the doors, which are locked by default. And let me just set it to nighttime. The map will always be at nighttime, that way. So yeah, so you fight mobs, and the first thing you can go into is the town hall. This is what gets you started, where you craft your first items using villagers, and from there, the more mobs you kill, the more drops you get, the more stuff you can craft, and the more houses or buildings you can open.
So what kind of mobs will you be fighting?
Um, Obviously they're gonna have to be, you know, Minecraft mobs, but according to like what level it is, the difficulty is gonna get harder. Mobs will have more health, better gear, and also better drops. So it's rewarding to, you know, be in a higher wave and survive longer.
Yeah, and I guess because you're in a map, it seems like you have a lot of choices.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff you can open. You can see some of these have designs on the roofs. The ones with design on the roofs are like specialty things. That's a hospital. That's a locksmith. Um, that's a kitchen. That's the armory, pet shop. And there's also these just plain ones, which are just houses that you go into, and you'll get a set amount of objects that you can craft things with. And this is the fishery. That's my personal favorite because you can do an interesting mini game there. By interesting, I mean it's just fishing. Yeah.
Yeah, and an interesting thing to note, the more you play, the more the buildings look like faces.
I thought you were gonna say something about the mechanism, but you have to point out the biggest flaw is that look at this building right
Oh,
here.
that is a mechanism.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Look at this. So I was building this building, and it's like, wow, that really looks like a face. So I decided to make it the head shop where you buy heads. But I think I'm gonna change that because I don't know if buying heads is gonna be like I thought I'd just make heads of like say Notch and some YouTubers, but I don't know. I don't know about that. And
But yeah, and well, I mean, there's also these cactuses because like that's the first thing I noticed when I like spawned in. Is like, why are these giant
giant
green
yeah,
things?
that's a recent addition I put in. Is all these cacti? Let me.
But they're gonna be actual cacti soon, so they're
Yeah.
not gonna look like that.
Cactus, as many know, you can't place them next to each other. But if I make fake cacti like this, and then later go into MC Edit and change all the lime wool into cacti, they'll be big cacti
It's
and
pretty
be
cool.
pretty. So let's see. I guess I could just do a walkthrough. It's like a little walkthrough of the thing. So let me zoom up again. So as you can notice, there's a gold fountain, and there's an emerald fountain, and a lapis fountain. Even though the lapis fountain doesn't really look like a fountain. And these three fountains are like spawn points, checkpoints ish thing, where once you die, and you're revived, you can pick to spawn at one of these three fountains. As well as when you summon iron golems, you can pick them to spawn at one of these three. And each has their own sort of unique, um, unique what do you call it?
Tributes.
Buildings around it
Okay.
that like pertain to that tier. Emerald being the highest and the sketchiest to be around. And okay, so this little square here with the nether brick and the netherrack, that's mainly for me so that I know where to spawn the mobs using custom spawners, and this is just an easy way for me to, you know, figure out the coordinate and write that down and copy it into the mob spawners.
Hmm.
I might leave those in. I don't know. Do you think I should leave them in? Because it's like the mobs spawn here, so be wary of that location.
No, I don't think you should
Nah,
leave it in.
not. Thought
I
it
mean,
could
just
be
because
interesting.
it'd be interesting, but then people could also just they would be more like alert of those locations, and you sort of want them to not know where they're coming
Yeah,
from.
I guess maybe like by the second or third time they're playing, they go, oh, they kind of spawn right here. But
Yeah, like
yeah,
you can find out nevertheless, but
uh
still.
huh.
Also, where are you? What
Oh,
is this building with like the oval?
oh, this one is the gem shop. Gems are one of the most important items in this game. You use gems to make life gems, soul gems that you can use to revive your teammates or buy pets or summon iron golems, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
this
iron
is
golems, that'd be cool.
yeah, this is
And
all like I've got this part done, which means that the rest, even though it's very tedious work, I have to do all the NBT data, but once this part is done, the rest is not too far away.
okay, so basically like how would you know when you won?
You can't win. The
Uh,
idea is that at a certain wave, it's just gonna be so hard that you can't get past it. Um, but I guess there, because I can't make an unlimited amount of waves. If you just beat all of them and you're still alive, I'm sure
hmm.
I could put in something like a couple of fireworks. Congratulations, you just did the impossible feat.
You defended the town. Because I
Yeah.
imagine like people would like spawn in a bunch of iron golems as well.
Mhm.
I figure that'd be pretty useful. But
One
yeah,
thing though, be like, what if they were just to like camp on top of a roof and wait the waves out? I don't think that'd be fair.
yeah, I guess people could do that. So are you just gonna have zombies, or are you gonna have skeletons as well?
Zombies, skeletons, zombie pigmen, silverfish, creepers, spider, the entire lot.
Okay, cool. Well, then it'll be a bit more difficult.
Yeah, there's. Oh yeah, spiders can climb and
Yeah,
skeletons can shoot.
yeah. So what's your what do you know what your recommended like amount of players to play would be?
Definitely around 3 players. One to 2 players is like cool. You're playing with buddies, but three players is really good because you can watch each other's backs, and reviving will be a lot easier that way because
Hmm.
one person can go and revive the player who's dead, and then the other person can watch them, make sure they don't die. And playing by yourself is fine, but while you're doing transactions with the villagers or opening doors or something, you can like get jumped, and getting jumped is like the worst thing because that usually leads to getting swarmed,
It just ends
which
basically,
leads to death.
and you're just like, oh,
Like, oh well. And then if you're playing single player, there's no way to revive yourself. So
do the impossible. But
unless I add in a feature where you can do
yeah,
that.
it looks like it can support to like 5 people while keeping it interesting.
It could. One thing I'm working on. Um, I'm gonna open a different map in a bit. One thing I'm working on is changing the difficulty according to the number of players in the map. And
Huh.
there's a way I can do that easily. It's just that the design I have right now can't support that. So we can go look at that in a second. But before I go, I want to point out a couple things. Just the walkthrough that I mentioned a couple minutes ago.
Ah,
Um,
right.
yeah. So actually, no. Instead of a walkthrough, I'll just introduce the different shops. This is the gold fountain. You spawn here at the very beginning, and the town hall is where you get started. And then here's the locksmith. He basically sells keys to everywhere in town, and it requires a lockpick to open, which I think is pretty ironic. But
Well,
he
you
sells
know.
keys to a lot of places,
Oh, is
and
there a villager in there?
not yet. I haven't designed the custom villagers.
Well, be a smart villager to keep it locked.
And so yeah, but there's some places you can't get with locks. You have to find mechanical parts, which is just redstone with MBT data
Hmm. Maybe.
to open
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
What was that?
I
You
was
want to say
thinking
something?
maybe maybe when you get around to it, like after a certain level or something, you could like walk up to the locksmith and you could like hear shouting or something and be like, I mean, it like be over text, and he'd be like, uh, you'd be like, let me in, or something like I could help or something. Maybe just like integrate the villagers a bit more.
That's actually a good idea. I think if I get done with all this stuff
Cool.
quick enough, I might start adding like story items, where if
Yeah,
you
like
like
it doesn't
achieve
have
a
to be
certain
anything.
wave, it'll like do text stuff.
Yeah, I mean because we've already got a fair amount of building.
Yeah, we're pretty close to done at this point. So if you see this video, the map is not too far away.
All right, good.
All right, next shop. We'll just break this. I have a backup. This is the fishery, and he sells you. All right, now food. Food is a crucial part of this. You aren't given any food at the beginning. You have to survive on rotten flesh. But if you open
Oh,
the kitchen or the fishery, you get food. So the fisherman, he sells. Oop, he sells cooked fish, but he also sells you a fishing rod, which you can fish on your downtime, which is
right.
unlikely to happen because there's going to be mobs everywhere all the time. And he will actually buy raw fish for a good amount of gold. Like, probably not a 1-to-1 ratio, but something close to it. And you can make a ton of money that way.
Hmm.
So I think the
Um,
fishery is neat.
yeah, it'd be interesting to if like when he walked in, he says something like, "Oh, you reek of flesh." That's a different smell.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue.
Alright. Oh, no, the time. We gotta keep the map will always be at this time, so I gotta keep the what do you call it? Continuity,
The
immersion.
immersion.
Immersion. This is the kitchen. He also sells food, and I think I might put a buff in there. Okay,
Okay.
so buffs are gonna work like let me just grab a speed. So in Minecraft there's potions, yada yada, but in this map you'll get buffs sold to you from villagers, and once you drink it you'll just have that effect permanently. So it'll be a permanent buff, and you'll have it through the entire map. And they don't stack the buffs, so it's just, you can buy one and get a buff, and it's neat. It'll be neat like that. And I can't seem to F1 mode. Alright.
Neato.
And the head shop, it it's
He's
probably gonna get taken out, so I won't
he's
comment too
upgraded.
much on it.
Final Fantasy mode.
Oh yeah, got that unicorn horn going.
Oh, well, okay, I can see that too.
That's what I thought of at first. Or is that just this brainal fluid leaking?
No, actually, I imagined spiky pink hair because that's the most emotional and angsty, isn't it? Right?
Definitely spiky pink hair.
Yeah,
Can't get more angsty than that.
they're conflicted.
Mhm. Right, this is the greenhouse, and I think this is another crucial building. Most of the buildings are crucial, except for houses. But the greenhouse is what starts your. There's two generators, and one of them runs a wheat generator. So if you throw in the correct item, it'll start the wheat generator, and that generates wheat. And wheat reduces the cost for bread, which you need
That's
to survive because it's food.
so it generates wheat.
Yeah, it'll be on a timer and it'll give random players wheat at a selected interval.
That's really cool. So does it like tell? So does it like operate in their inventories?
Yup.
Oh, interesting. That's
To make it a bit harder, I might actually just have it drop on the ground and you have to collect it.
maybe.
I think I might want to do that, but then the problem is zombies picking it up. Or I could have it dumped into a hopper. Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
If I dump it into a hopper and they have to come collect it. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
When the hopper comes out,
Yeah,
it's gonna be so intense.
there'll be like a chest right here and a hopper behind it dumping items into there. And this one is going to activate. It's a generator. I think it should be sapling generator, but something bio related, and you need that to buy pets, which are invincible wolves, because I hate seeing wolves die.
Yeah, it's not a fun
It'd
thing.
also
Oh
be more useful.
my God! I think something just exploded in my house.
Oh dear. And this is the armory, where you buy all your armor. And not too much to say about that, you just buy better armor. And this is the pet shop.
Yep, I can see the faces.
And this is where you buy your pets, which are invincible wolves. And I think I might add invincible super speed pigs.
How about
That might be
cats?
interesting. I tried cats, but for some reason, they just weren't working out. I don't know what it is.
What, were you trying to herd them or something? You know, that's not a good thing to do.
No, I wasn't trying to do that. There was something that was up. I could reconsider that, though. And this is the
Just have
sword
like
shop.
useless cats that follow you around.
Or the weapons shop. I think I might add a bow shop. No, I could
Add,
just
like a bow subset thing for it. You know?
yeah, I could just mix them into the same shop. But he sells weapons.
Right.
All right, he sells weapons, which can be acquired with gold, obviously, which are mob drops. And this is the forge,
It's a cool chimney.
which is also very crucial. There's going to be a iron generator, which will generate iron for you, which reduces the cost of weapons and armor.
There also appears to be a lava generator.
And you also need iron to create mechanical parts, which do other stuff. So, yeah, I have all the items thought out. It's just me spewing them right now probably makes 0 sense. But every item, you know, ties to another item, which ties to buildings, and everything comes together very nicely.
That's good to hear.
This is the mine. There's another iron generator in here. So you can get 2 iron generators, actually, which is neat. And this is the gem shop, where you can get gems to turn into soul gems, life gems, for, what is it, revives, and also buying iron golems. Stuff like that.
Oh, also, I have another question.
Uh-huh.
So will people be able to like, what will be the extent of their abilities? Will they be able to craft and like, I think they'll be able to craft, but will they also be able to like break blocks?
No, actually, you can't even craft. You can't break or place or craft blocks. I might let them place wooden doors, but
Yeah, that's
I
okay.
tested that out and it's not working the way I planned.
Oh, really?
No, because
It's a good
zombies can't.
idea, though.
Zombies can't break it down as fast as I imagined.
Oh, I mean, it's still good, though.
Yeah, I can definitely
Just,
put that in.
yeah, just, like, maybe wooden doors should be special drops, and you can only get a few of them.
Or like I'll have them sold or something, because instead of the doors opening, there'll actually be pistons under it which delete the door. Because yeah, just so that was so that you could place doors there, wooden doors if you want to, because once you open a door, zombies and skeletons can get in. That could be pretty annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the map, and I think we're gonna teleport over to a different map and discuss the mechanics a little bit more. I hope this part wasn't too confusing. Um,
Watch.
it's basically just a town with cacti and shops, and there's gonna be zombies there.
Yes.
So yeah, look forward to that, and teleport!
Time warp!
Ooh. Okay, so this is the mechanism, well, one of the mechanisms of this map. This is the wave system. And interestingly, it looks like waves too. So this is very colorful and all. But how this works is it utilizes minecarts and minecart tracks to start and stop waves and also announce them. And let's see, I have these cobwebs here. Now, let me just run the minecart and show you what's up.
So it appears that minecarts are affected by cobwebs.
Yes.
Which is super cool.
So when the minecart reaches there, it'll start wave 1.
Wave 1.
Now there's definitely going to be more of a delay in the real thing, but that started wave 2.
Can't stop
Let me
the
just add a bit of delay here.
That's...
So I can extend or shorten the duration of waves very easily, and how I want them to, like how long I want them to be. Now,
It's the best.
so when the minecart reaches these pressure plates, no, these detector rails, it'll announce the wave, and when it reaches this one, it'll announce the next wave. But that is not all, because that'd be really lame. It also actually does start and stop the wave.
For $14.95.
So when a minecart is on here, or when it's passing through, it will turn off these lamps, which will then allow mobs to spawn. Mobs, well, hostile mobs at least, cannot spawn if there's too much light. So all I did is put lamps here that will turn off when the wave is like in session or has just started. And these spawners won't be pig spawners, they'll be zombie skeleton spawners, etc., etc. And
We're now in session.
when that wave starts, these spawners with very low delay will just spawn zombies all around the map, or skeletons, or whatever mob, all around the map, and that'll be the wave, and you'll have to fight the mobs and have fun.
Seems fairly basic.
Yep, and then it'll be, you know, however long the minecart takes. Oh, and it looks like you derailed it, but however long the minecart takes to go through these cobwebs until the next wave starts.
Help.
So you have no control over when the wave starts or stops. They just start and stop on their own. And it works like very well. So that's the way I'll be doing it. And if we come over here, I realize I've been saying "and" a lot. And if we come over here and I break, whoops, that's the wrong block.
Oh, I fell. Okay.
But this is the room where I've been testing, or no, not testing, making the mobs that will go in the map.
Oh, is that the giant building?
No, it's this lapis building.
Okay.
Or is that the giant building you're talking about?
No. The giant building is
These are
the floating one.
Oh, these are a few of the mobs that will be used.
This is definitely the mob room.
Yeah, I'm gonna make these spawners that have potential data. So when we were in that last map, you saw there were a whole bunch of the spawning spots for the mobs all around the map, and every spawner will have a potential to spawn a mob on any one of those. So every time a mob spawns, it'll spawn at one of those spawners, and therefore make it seem like mobs are spawning from everywhere. which is very good. That's what we're looking for. So let's look at these
Nice.
mobs. Normal zombie, normal skeleton with less health. You know, zombies holding a bone, skeleton holding a bone, and zombies with armor, skeletons with armor, speed, potion
Yeah.
effects. So I
Skeleton
have
holding a
this many
bone.
this far, but it only took me a couple minutes to make these, so it shouldn't be too hard to make more. Like it took me like 5 minutes to make all of these. But yeah, I'll have a huge collection of them, put them into spawners, dump them into that waves thingamajig over there, and that's how the waves will work. And I think that's pretty much it for today on the map. I think
Yeah, I think
next time I address this map will either be done or I'll be showing off another big part of the map that I think I want to show off.
every update seems pretty substantial at this point.
hmm This is update number 1, and we're already 90% done.
Oh wait, what?
So, yep.
That's pretty good.
And I think, yeah,
Yeah, that should be it.
this should be good. Oh, one
Okay.
thing. Actually, no, I can't show it off right now because we're in 1.4.7. That'll
Okay.
be a surprise for the next update video if there is one.
Woo!
But definitely look forward to this map because it'll be coming out soon and it's going to be amazing.
And wave-like,
Yes, very wave-like. In map style and in redstone.
mostly.
So thanks for watching and hope to see you guys soon.